If you ask about me, John can't give me a baby. He may try to impress you for what he have for those months so that you will gonna be with him. He's using his money for sex, just to sleep with you, just to be with you. Hello everyone, it's me again, Giselle in the Philippines, and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new guys, my name is Giselle, and for today's video, we are going to talk about a relationship, Filipinas things to consider in a relationship with a foreigner. So, there are many differences in cultures and traditions between the Philippines and places like US. It is important to realize this and understand that things that are normal in the Philippines may not be normal to where you are from. Don't assume things, and if you're unsure about something, discuss it with him. With that said, here is the guideline to help you with your relationship. So for today's video, like what I've said, we are going to talk about things you have to consider when it comes to dating a foreigner or dating a Filipina. So I have some of here, and let's start with the first one, honesty. So this is based on my research, guys, that I feel it all made sense, which is true. So which is true, you have to consider this when you're planning to date a Filipina or date a foreigner. So, it is important to always be 100% honest and upfront about your relationship expectations and current situations from the start. Same goes for the man. So, if you hide things, you are pregnant or already have kids, you're separated but not divorced, a bar girl, escort, or former or jobless, expecting to live a lavish lifestyle, you have health issues, or you expect him to support your family, it's going to end badly. A quality man will end the relationship if you try to hide things like that. So this is a very true statement from my research, is because you have to be honest when you tend to date Filipinas or tend to date a foreigner. So, because by the end of the day, the truth will come. The truth will come, and expect that your relationship will not gonna stay any longer. So if I were you guys, tell them that I am a single mother. Tell the truth that I have 4 kids, 3 kids, 2 kids, or 1 kid. Tell them that the guy, the father of my children, are still seeing them for him to be able to have still good relationship with the children, so that it's going to be fair with the person that you're trying to be with. You know, you have to be honest in all aspects. So it is very important, and I think it is very true. Honest is very good. So the second one, guys, is marriage or children. If you're looking for marriage and children, make sure he knows that and actually states that he wants that as well. If he says anything other than that, you are wasting your time. You will never change his mind. If you both agree on having children, plan ahead. Children are not cheap and severely change the dynamics of any relationship. Make sure you are both ready for them mentally and financially. If you are moving to this country, use birth control methods, at least until you get citizenship. Having children during the petitions will cause complications, long delays, or possibly get you banned from the US. Also, if you're planning to get pregnant just to trap him, it will never turn out the way you wanted it. So guys, if you're in a relationship and you want to get married, you want to have children, and then sadly you end up knowing that the girl can't have babies or the guy can't give you a baby, so that he or she will not gonna expect you on something that is a very big deal for her, for him, that she really wants it. And if you're planning to have kids, make sure that you are financially stable. You have to consider all of those things because it's the reality. This is what we're going to end up by the end of the day, like the reality. Because every one of us, most of us really wants to have a family. It's gonna be fair for both of you that, hey, I can't make a baby. I can't have a baby. Would you consider me dating still, even if I can't produce a baby? Hey, I can't be pregnant for reasons like this. I am sick like that. I can't have. Would you consider me? Would you still marry me? So that the guy have an idea when by the end of the day, like, he really wants to have a baby, then he would really like say, I can't be with you because I want to have, or I want to build family. I want to have a baby. So both of you, it's gonna be fair. So just make sure when you talk about marriage as well, when you talk about children, it should be talk by the time that you are ready on it, or even when you were like in the start start dating, you have to be open with all of those things. Especially if you seen this girl being a good woman, a good wife, a good mother one day. It's very important to know what's the, what's the truth. What's the truth, even when you start dating. So this is what you should consider, because if you talk about me, if you ask about me, John can't give me a baby. And we were talking that in the first place we start dating. I cannot build more babies. I cannot build more families or children. So in that way, my mind is ready for not having a baby. So it made me feel okay, even though I still want to. It's because I already have one, and that me feel like I'm enough. If there's gonna be a miracle, it would be amazing. It would always be amazing. So this is like based on my experience. This is a good research that I found that I wanted to help you guys, especially if you want more ideas when it comes to dating. What should I consider when it comes to this like this? So that's a good one that I can share with you, is the marriage or the children. You have to plan it. You have to consider that big spender. If he's or she's spending cash on you and your family left and right, he's simply trying to impress you, but don't expect it to continue. Either he's playing for your sex or he's bad with managing his money. Either case, like he's low quality and you're wasting your time, a quality man knows how to manage and spend his money wisely. So this is the very big thing, especially for Filipinas. Once you feel like this guy is spending a lot of money when it comes to your first dating, first month, second month, he may try to impress you for what he have for those months, so that you will gonna be with him. You would feel like, oh, like this guy will take care of me because he spends a lot of money. Well, you don't know he is broke. Well, he's just trying. Maybe he's just for sex with you, who want to sleep with you. And if you notice that he's trying to act like he's rich, but in reality, he's not. So make sure that he spend wisely on money. And do not ever try to tend or rely on his money. Make sure that you have your own job as well. Make sure that you do something so that by the end of the day, you are not too broke. Both of you will not going to be broke. So it could be like that. It could be he may spend a lot of money but from the very beginning, but after he's going to be tired of you, he may disappear, or he may leave you, or he may just sleep with you for a day, or for a month or for two, because you have money. So in short of this, he's using his money for sex, just to sleep with you, just to be with you for that month, for that day, for that year. We don't know. So just be mindful. This is for Filipina, because we cannot detect the person right away when our first dating stages, like first month, second month, and third month. We could not really say how good he is, or we have to have provements first, or proof that I am good, I have like this, I have a clean heart, I'm looking for a real relationship. And it's not gonna be like, I like you, or I want to marry you for like 1 month or like that. Because for me, I wanted to know the person very well before I'm gonna end up saying yes to him once he proposed to me. I'll make sure that he has a good background. I have to make sure what's the reason for his divorce or like that. Because in me, guys, I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to be safe, because I'm gonna be with him for the rest of his life. And I'm just trying to be careful with all my decisions in life, because what I made right now is gonna be the outcome in the future. So I'll always be careful for all the decisions I have. Okay, so this is the fourth one. Ask lots and lots of questions. So you could be like both asking both of questions. It's normal. If you doubt his answers, sincerity at all, or ask them again in a different way, it is okay to ask what he does for a living, his plan for the future, and if he is planning for retirement, but don't ask him how much he makes or how much money is in the bank account. That's gonna be a red flag. Of course, guys, for me, this is based on my experience. I asked John how much is your income in 3 years, after 3 years, because I need to know how much is his income for me to be able to process the document for my fiancé visa. That's the purpose. Because I'll be going to interviewed by someone in Manila, in migration and asking me how much is his taxes, how much is his money income, like that. And from that 3 years, during the 3 years, I've never asked him. I've never asked his bank account. I've never known how much is his salary. I have never asked his personal things in life, like that, like too personal, I think, But when the time that it's ready for me to ask that, I even told him, if you don't mind me asking, I asked this for a reason where maybe immigrations were gonna ask me how much is your income and taxes. I should know it because I'm moving to US someday. I have to know those things. And he said, yeah. Even if, because I said, maybe I would know it when we get married. Should I know it when we get married? Or am I allowed to ask this for you? It doesn't make sense for you for me to ask this? And he said, yeah, sure. I mean, you can ask anything about me. So see, guys, he is okay with it. He trusted me for 3 years. He said to me that you can ask anything about me since we're getting married. And we've been together for 3 years. So for me, I think it's inappropriate to ask more personal things, especially when you were like 1 year below, 1 year of dating. So I think I could consider 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to ask more deeply about his personal stuff, personal things in life. But it still depends on the person, on the guy, if he's open with it or not. So respect if he does not want you to know it, or the same thing with a guy. Respect if the girl wants to share a lot of personal things in life. Respect it. So that's a very good one that I can share as well. So that's a red flag. So the fifth one would be tampo, or nagging is toxic to a relationship. If you simply need time alone to cool down or think, then just tell your man. Discuss things like a mature and rational adult. Discussing problems is important to keep a relationship healthy. Which is true. A quality man won't tolerate tampo or nagging for long. Exactly right. So this is my experience also. That's why I did share this to you guys. So before, tampo is a toxic relationship actually. You can't tolerate someone who has a tampo. So tampo means the girl won't talk to you for a long time. The girl is mad at you but never talk or never say anything to you. Like kind of like cold conversations or like that. That's tampo. I do that when we first start dating because I think Filipinas are really common on that kind of attitude. But I feel like when I start getting matured, it's not a good attitude, or never gonna give you a good healthy relationship once you always gonna tolerate tampo. So this is very true, that saying you have to talk with your problems. It is very important. You may need time, a space, probably a day for you to think, because it happens to me. When we had a misunderstanding with John, or we had a conflicts or misunderstood things, I always told him like, can you give me time to think? Can you give me time to cool my head so that I can think a lot of things we can talk about later, please? And he understand that. And it would take too long. Less than a day, I'll feel okay. I'm fine. Let's talk about it. And then done, and then we're okay. Just give her some space. 2 days is too much for me. If I'm a mature Filipina, 2 days is too much. 1 day is enough. 1 day is enough for women to think. But it still depends on the person. It always depends on the Filipina, what kind of conflicts you have done, what kind of misunderstanding also. So it always depends on the situations. But for me, I made all of this because I share all of these ideas. It's because this is all based on my experiences. I have dated a foreigner, and then I have dated a foreigner, and then I am a Filipina in the Philippines. So hopefully this will help you. So the sixth one is space. Don't smoother your man, and he shouldn't smoother you. Everyone needs some time alone. Very good. And it is healthy relationship. If you need time away from your man, let him know. If he needs alone time, don't get mad or upset with him. Everyone has hobbies and other things they do to unwind. Very good. You can't, if the person wanted to, can I go these places? maybe before you met each other, that's his hobbies or her hobbies that she can't or he can't let go right away. Give her space to enjoy life, to enjoy her hobbies, to enjoy what she wants to do in life. That's a very good one. Space is a must for every relationship. And the seventh one is money. Don't beg or ask for money. This is a red flag. A man wants a woman who can manage her money and has a job. It doesn't matter the amount that you make, just that you can provide for yourself and manage your money. If you both have already met in person and he truly cares about you and can afford to, he might volunteer to help out his woman in those spots. No guarantee though. Men are warned not to give money until you're married due to the high number of scammers. Asking could end up the relationship. Exactly true, guys. So, because a lot of scammers already are into this world, Filipino scammers like that, men are like losing their interest to trust a woman. They would think like, I'll just gonna send you money once we get married, or I'm gonna send you money once we see each other, so that I know and for sure that you are real, you are true, that you're not scamming me. So people are thinking that way, especially Western man right now. They are thinking that way because of what happened to the Philippines, like, some other Filipinas are scammers like that. So I totally understand why some Americans or Western men are not into giving money, or the very red flag for a Filipina, guys. If you're dating Filipinas, very red flag for a Filipina to ask for money. So in my situations, I had a job. I work in YouTube full time. I had a job, and I never asked my man to send me money. He's the one who gave it to me from his heart. So because he know me enough, he trusts me enough. We were together for 3 years. We've seen each other a couple of times, and we end up getting married someday. So this is all about experiences, guys. So if you are dating a Filipino and asking for money, that's a totally red flag. Do not ever continue be with her. So that's a good one. Foreigners aren't rich. There are some Filipinos that assume all foreigners are rich. That is simply not true. Yes, Americans make more money than Filipinos on average, but also pay more for the cost of living, food, and etc. Exactly, well, they pay taxes, because the mindset of a Filipino, once they see a foreigner, they would think like, oh, this is a rich guy. This is like a white taxes, because they're gonna overcharge you because you're white. They think that you're rich, which is totally wrong. They're also working, they're also making money, but they also eat, they also pay their rent, they also pay their taxes, they pay for everything. It's the same in the Philippines. They also work. They do income much more from Filipinos' average of salary, but they are also like a human that pays for everything. So if you were a Filipino, guys, just be respectful, just be kind, generous to foreigners who come to the Philippines, because they are a tourist here. They want to enjoy visiting here. So let's be polite, let's be true, let's be honest in case we encounter foreigners in our country, Philippines. So, do not give them overcharged prices. Do not ever try to scam them, because you might don't know that they already researched it and they already know. So, foreigners are not rich. They just have a good income like Filipinos have, but more than the average. They also pay for everything. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I hope you learned something from it, and you can apply it to your situation, especially if you're dating a Filipina in the Philippines. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Just all in the Philippines. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!